Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
All right, friends, we are back. We've had coverage here for you throughout the afternoon with one round of storms, one day or yesterday as well. And now here is another batch of storms beginning to pop up. The storm that is in Nashville was severe warned for a few moments. Now it is no longer severe warned, so we are going to just pop up the radar here for a little bit, watch and see if anything happens, if they become severe or not. And we may have to do this a couple of times. So I've circled Rutherford County there, but I'm going to take this away. I'm not going to stay on the entire time, but we'll leave the stream up. But if you look upstream, see what's headed this way. All of this activity up in Kentucky now is going to be making its way in this direction. And what has happened is we've seen a few kind of pop up ahead, and I just wanted to make sure that we were in good shape in case this Davidson County storm turned severe, and now it hasn't. But what we can show is Rutherford County. Let the radar go here for a little bit. If the storm perks up, we'll pop back on and give you additional analysis and whatnot. But at this point, we'll just hope for the best and wait on that second line of storms, which looks like maybe by 10:30, 11 o'clock or so here for our area. So we'll pop on. We may break this stream and come back for a third time a bit later on, but we'll just have to wait and see about that, okay? So hang in with us as we continue to watch these storms, and thanks for being a part of Rutherford weather here. And you can also, by the way, share with your friends and family. Let them know that we're covering the storms that are coming through here in Rutherford County on Rutherford Weather, RUCO Weather on all the social platforms, and RutherfordWX.com. We'll be here throughout the evening. Brian Barrett here in the Rutherford Weather Center, and a special weather statement has been issued for this storm that's affecting central Rutherford County, right over downtown Murfreesboro. Winds of up to 50 miles an hour, maybe some pea-sized hail, lots of lightning with this particular storm, as you can see from the camera on top of the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office pointed toward downtown from Salem Highway. So this is definitely a highly electrical storm that we're seeing. Again, this is a special weather statement. All that means is that this storm is below severe limits, but a strong storm. So this strong storm will continue to affect central Rutherford County here right now. And let's see. Its motion is kind of to the east-southeast. East-southeast, and let me get the speed on that again, and we'll track it into some other areas. East-southeast at 35 miles an hour. So let's kind of scoot things over here a little bit. Again, this is not a severe thunderstorm, but it is one that is definitely a little loud. Moving more east of south, so we'll take it here in this direction at 35 miles an hour. So it's all over the eastern portion of the county, from really, the Florence area between Murfreesboro and Smyrna, and all the way to the south end of the county. 10 minutes for Kittrell, or 12 minutes for Kittrell, Christiana 10 minutes, Reedyville 17 minutes. So Gum in about 6 minutes. That's a heads up for you guys there. As you can see, some very intense downpours with this. And you can see the lightning strikes in the live shot there from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Almost continuous lightning, really. So if you're in Floration, Pleasant View, Sharpsville, Las Casas has already got a little shower, but more of this coming in that direction. Heavy downpours along Memorial Boulevard. By the way, here is the location. Let me zoom out here just a tad. The location of the live camera right here, where all the lightning is taking place. New Salem Highway. So continuing to watch this storm as it is going to be moving off in this direction. Make sure I get that close. Yeah. A little more east of southeast. You may be able to hear the thunder in the background here on the microphone here from the Weather Center. Again, this is just a strong storm, not a severe thunderstorm warning. It's a special weather statement. Okay. But still a strong storm. Just want to remind you, there are more storms building here in Nashville. There are definitely more storms up to the north. This line is expected in less than 3 hours, if it holds together and has enough energy. But as you can see now in the last couple of scans, we've even had some storms pop up here. And of course, this one in Nashville popped up again. Those are not severe at this point. So we'll continue to watch it. We'll leave you with the live view here. Just wanted to pop on and let you know what that blue box was all about. We'll continue to track the storms here on the Rutherford Weather Channel. Use this opportunity to like, share, turn on notifications on the platform where you're watching, if it's YouTube or Facebook. Now we've got a severe thunderstorm warning. Just popped in, so here we go. Use this chance to take a look at a few things here, if you don't mind. We'll get our radio coverage going here as well. So bear with us. All right, who do we have with us?
Patrick McMillan from Weatherology.
All right, Patrick, hold on just a second. We're waiting on, we're on our weather channel here, but we're waiting on radio to return from, waiting on it to return from EAS. So.
All right.
Okay, we welcome in our friends on WGNS Radio to the Rutherford Weather Channel as well. And we're tracking a severe thunderstorm warning here in Rutherford County. Patrick McMillan joins us, weatherology meteorologist. And this storm had a special weather statement on it and then kind of cranked up the energy there, Patrick.
Yeah, and this is a warning continuing until 9. This is a storm right now right on top of Murfreesboro as it continues to make its way to the east, moving at about 35 miles an hour. So it'll be roughly following along U.S. Highway 705 really for the next half hour or so if it continues the way it's going right now. And this storm has the potential to produce 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as well as quarter-sized hail. Combined, this does have the potential to bring down smaller trees and branches down off of larger trees, and this can do damage to siding and roofing. With that quarter-sized hail, this can also do some damage to vehicles left outside. If you're in Murfreesboro or if you're along U.S. Highway 705, 70S, sorry,
right.
To the east of Murfreesboro, then you need to be in a sturdy building and away from windows as the storm continues to move to the east again. It'll be following along 70S for the next half hour or so. Again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning until 9 for East Central Rutherford and for Cannon counties. From Weatherology, I'm meteorologist Patrick McMillan.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for the update. Weatherology meteorologist joining us here on our Rutherford weather coverage. This is the third time in 2 days, and this may be round 2 and another system a bit later on. So this storm right in the heart of downtown Murfreesboro. If you're watching on the Rutherford Weather Channel, you can see we have the camera from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office up, and you can see almost the consistent lightning with that. And as Patrick was mentioning, this storm riding along the John Bragg Highway on into Woodbury. So we're watching that. That just gives you an east to west kind of frame for the movement of the storm. This storm kind of started out in western Rutherford County and kept building. The lightning ticked up in intensity. And now we're starting to see on this last couple of frames, Can show you, if you're watching here, a little bowing here of this, and that would indicate some winds pushing it forward, giving those downburst and the straight line winds that we could be dealing with here. You're listening to Rutherford Weather severe weather coverage on WGNS Radio. If you're out and about, or you have friends that need to get some weather information, but they are not by their phone to watch, they can also listen on FM 101.9, AM 1450, and also in Smyrna on 100.5. Rutherford Weather is on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, RutherfordWX.com if you want to watch and see the radar here. This is a pretty large storm. We've got some backfilling or back building of this storm here as well as it continues. It's jogged to the east, southeast. So if you're in areas like Kittrell, Floration, Pleasant View, Reedyville, you're kind of up next for this storm. Kittrell Elementary School, you're next up here with this as well. Of course, we did see storms yesterday cause widespread wind damage and actually an EF0 tornado through downtown, just past Medical Center Parkway, went through some residential areas, knocking down trees, Evergreen Cemetery onto MTSU, where you've probably seen that viral video of the trailer being picked up and tossed. Just looking at a few of our weather products, and yeah, you can definitely see where this bowing wind is. So let's kind of take a little deeper dive here. The leading edge of this is, let's say about 2 miles from the Kittrell Elementary School. It'll be moving out toward the Vaught Road slab and on into Cannon County. Here are the next few, but some pretty high readings that we can see from this in terms of the wind. Also seeing some more wind on our wind product here, picking up toward Stones River Battlefield in the storm as it kind of backfills a little bit. But it's that leading edge that we're kind of concerned with here, bringing some high winds as this storm kind of bows in that direction. Of course, we just got an update, so I'll move this to right about there. So on the doorsteps of Kittrell, and bring in our velocity or reflectivity product. And yeah, you can definitely see it's that leading edge where we have the high winds. Storms are kind of picking up once again out west of town as well toward Blackman in just a few. Amaville kind of in the thick of an additional thunderstorm. But for those who are watching the Weather Channel here, the Rutherford Weather Channel, you can definitely see in the live cam from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office the continuous lightning. It was like almost nonstop just a few minutes ago, and as the storm is pushed on further to the east from where the camera is, it's not as frequent. So again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 9 o'clock for east central Rutherford County. Don't think it's going to take that long to get out of the county, but we'll be here with it for a while. While we have a moment, would like to make sure that we let you know that there is another possible round of strong to severe storms that could push through, say between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight, as storms up in Hopkinsville, just northwest of Bowling Green, that have been kind of getting their act together and diving to the southeast. So that could be yet another round. And then some hot, humid weather for sure. So pretty much most of the east central portions of Rutherford County are now within the heavy rain, the lightning that's continuing here. Let's see if we can pick out where that leading edge of the high winds is about to move into. It's pushed past Kittrell Elementary School, getting very close to Wilson Hill Road. So a heads up if you live in that area, just off the John Bragg Highway. Old Woodbury Pike as well, right before you get into Reedyville. The leading edge of the high winds that could produce wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. This has really been working from just west of downtown Murfreesboro and pushing eastward. Saw some of the winds here in northern Murfreesboro. It was really over the heart of downtown where it picked up steam and moving east now. Not to discount what's happening out toward Blackman and Eagleville, Windrow, Crestwood out west here in the county, Cedar Grove, Pleasant Hill. But that is not severe warned at this point. Storm near Nashville is intensifying a little bit as well, so National Weather Service kind of putting an alert on that, a special weather statement, if you will. Just looking for any additional information on this storm, and nothing new as of yet. So hopefully that will continue. No storm reports. Smyrna definitely kind of thinking, well, what's going on here? Smyrna, Laverne, things are fine. You may be seeing a lightning show, but it shows really the southern, two-thirds of the county right now, and the eastern half right now has this severe thunderstorm warning. Winds outside of the leading edge of that could be 40, 50 miles an hour as well. Bunch of reports of power out with this storm. So let me take a peek at that as well. Yesterday with the storm, Middle Tennessee Electric at the highest point in the storm yesterday reported about 2,700 without power. Now we have about 246 without power here in Rutherford County. Kind of pinpoint some of the areas near downtown and Bell Street and around Hamilton Drive by West College down toward Bradyville Road, an outage. They have dots on the MTE map, and those dots and the different colors mean different things. And all of the ones that I'm seeing here in Rutherford County are anywhere from 1 to 50 without power, except down toward South Church Street at Veterans Parkway. In that area, that's an outage that could be anywhere from 50 to 250. And again, in the whole county, 246. So that's likely not the higher end of that, since there are only 246 total. Some of the other outages that are being reported on Mount Herman Road near Weeks. Also Dilton-Mankin Road, several outages there. Mentioned Bradyville Road. There's one along where East Main and Woodbury Pike kind of come together with Flat Rock Road. And then one kind of north of town, Lascassas Pike, near Milton, just east of Bradley Creek. So that's some of the outages that we're seeing here in Rutherford County. Right now, again, 246 customers without power here in Rutherford County. So back to the radar as a new scan just came through, and boy, is the intensity of the rain really picking up as this heads toward the Rutherford-Cannon County line. Very heavy rainfall right there along the county line from John Bragg Highway and Pilot Knob out toward Reedyville and the county line with Cannon. Very heavy rain. A blinding rain, I would say. And the lightning kind of concentrated in that area, so that appears to be the most energized part of the storm. That leading edge of damaging winds has now pushed across the county line into Reedyville. Still high winds in Kittrell, up toward just south of Milton in the Halls Hill area. Porterfield, if you know where that is, on the Halls Hill Pike, where we're seeing some of the highest winds right now. Mother Nature's still putting on a lightning show, as you can see from the camera atop the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office that Rutherford County EMA has. Kind of keeping an eye on the skies there. This particular warning will go until 9 o'clock. Let me check the National Weather Service information to see if I can find any further info. Once again, that Nashville storm is picking up some strength. It's kind of hard for the radar beam. They were pointing out this on the National Weather Service chat. The radar beam coming from the National Weather Service radar, sometimes it's hard to see that outer edge of the winds. So sometimes when if you see we're using the velocity product, it may show winds maybe 40 miles an hour. Well, that's definitely not the highest. See it showing maybe 26, 28, 30. But those are just radar estimates, and we know they're much higher than that. And because of the poor radar beam, that's what they're mentioning there. I do think that the severe part of this storm, in terms of the damaging winds, is going to be out of Rutherford County before the 9 p.m. time, okay? So just keep that in mind. Still seeing 60 mile per hour winds, far eastern Rutherford County moving into Cannon County. See if I can see that here on this velocity product. You're using a different radar that kind of gives us a gauge, and yeah, that radar beam shoots lower. So we're definitely seeing some winds that could be upwards of 60 miles an hour. About to push into Porterfield. It's been windy, but going to get even windier, it looks like. Just south of Milton, between Milton and Porterfield, east of Halls Hill, right there on the county line. Reedyville in the thick of things as well in terms of the winds. Not as much of a concern out toward Blackman and Overall Creek Elementary School, MMC West Lawn on Veterans, but still pretty strong thunderstorm out there as well. We change back to National Weather Service radar here. It shows better reflectivity on that. There we go. So much of the southern half from Murfreesboro south to the west and to the east of downtown, seeing the rain. Smyrna, Laverne, you may be seeing some sprinkles, but not even lightning showing up there. It's been pretty much a central Rutherford County storm here. Get you one more update, and then we'll let radio go back to regular programming. Outages, 247 now, so ticking up just a smidge, but some of those are just additional reports. We are seeing out toward Windrow Road, just east of Eagleville, an outage reported there. Could be from a lightning strike or something of that nature. And yeah, that's kind of the newest one. So we'll keep an eye on things. If you want to continue to watch the radar, RutherfordWX.com, Rutherford Weather. You can see it right there on the website, or you can watch on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at Ruco Weather if you want to look for those, or find the links at RutherfordWX.com. So with that, we're going to let radio go back to regular programming. If there are more storms that pop up, we'll continue to follow them here. And of course, we'll keep on it here with Rutherford Weather as well. Stay tuned, and your updates will continue as they warrant on radio and, of course, going streaming now, RutherfordWX.com. All right. We have returned radio to their regular programming there. Let me turn that down here. So as it looks like the severe part of this storm has kind of, the wind issue has kind of pushed on east into nearby Cannon County. What we'll do is we'll let the radar continue. Here on Rutherford Weather, you'll see the camera from atop the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, from Rutherford County EMA as well. Get the radar going here in motion where you can see. And looks like we have a new watch now. Make sure I get this info. Okay. Continues until 2 a.m. it seems. So Patrick McMillan joins us now, weatherology meteorologist. And now as this severe thunderstorm warning continues, we've got a new severe thunderstorm watch now.
Hi, there are some storms moving to the area that are going to continue into the early and overnight hours with this group of storms, largely making their way east-southeast. The severe thunderstorm warning is for a storm still over U.S. Highway 70 south, making its way to the east right now at 35 miles an hour. This is a warning that expires 9 p.m., starting to cross over the Canton and Rutherford County line as it moves to the east towards Wood. But if you are along U.S. Highway 70, east of Murfreesboro, along the Rutherford-Cannon County line, then you need to be in a sturdy zone away from windows, with the storm continuing to produce damaging wind up to 60 miles an hour and quarter-sized hail. This can do damage to siding and roofing, bring down smaller trees and branches of larger trees. And that quarter-sized hail can do damage to those left outside. So again, if you are on the county line at Rutherford and Cannon County along 70S, you need to be in a sturdy building and away from those. Again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning continuing until for East Central Rutherford and for Cannon County. From Weatherology, I'm meteorologist Patrick McMillan.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for the update there. Patrick McMillan giving us an update on the warning which we know that is moving to the east, more so into Cannon County as we speak at the moment. And just want to make sure I have this thunderstorm watch, 2 a.m. Definitely do have another line moving through later on this evening. Give me a moment to regroup here. You can, of course, see where the weather is, and we'll talk about what's to come here in just a second. All right, needed to get that watch sent out on text to folks. Things kind of picking up west of town with that storm. See if we have any new information on that one. Murfreesboro Severe Weather tweeting out a photo. Just pull this into the screen so you can see. Then I'll pull it back out. This is a photo from Twitter, Joe Holt. Lightning strike started a fire near Veterans and St. Andrews. You can see the lightning strike there. That is something else. Try to follow up on that. Give you more information as we can get it there. Crazy. We've definitely had our fair share of rough storms of late. Report of a car on fire due to lightning as well. Cason Lane. See if I can get that to pull up in a new window here. Wow. It's Cason Trail. Car on fire 1 minute ago, currently on Cason Lane. That was in response to the lightning strike near St. Andrews and Veterans. Not sure if that's the same thing or not. Definitely crazy stuff. The warning for Rutherford County has been canceled. We can see that was trimmed back, of course. But let me stop the radar here So we have a couple of hot spots. This is Eagleville, Rockvale area, Blackman. Of course, the storm that's moving on into Cannon County, and now this area of concern in Nashville. And if you watch, all of this is drifting to the southeast. And not only that, but we have severe thunderstorm warnings coming in with this line near Hopkinsville as well. There's a storm report by Overall Creek of hail just over quarter size. So obviously continuing to watch things here. The outage map, let's see if we've got an update from MTE. 255, so that number's ticking up just a smidge. Lightning very much more so in the distance here on our camera, as you can see. Let me back out and give us a perspective of Rutherford County, and then I want to gather some information. So we'll probably, we're going to leave the radar going here. We'll leave the live camera from the sheriff's office from Rutherford County EMA up, and continue to break in with more information as we need it, as we continue to cover the severe thunderstorms that have come through Rutherford County, the strong storms that are still here in parts of the county, and maybe more rumble tumble weather here for the next few. We'll keep you going here on Rutherford Weather. Keep checking back, and be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Tell your friends and family about Rutherford Weather so they can keep up with what's happening here as well. Stay with us. Back here on the Rutherford Weather Channel to give you an update. Just got information on a flash flood warning for Rutherford County. Let me put that overlay in here. Don't keep that on. That's a watch there. Let me find where to turn that on. Right here. Is it a flood warning? No, it is a flash flood warning. Let's see. Sorry, I guess I could pull that. No, I can't. I was going to try to move that out of the way. I wanted to bring the warning up here. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it. It's because it's a flash flood warning, but I'm not finding that. So I'll have to find it from another source here for you. But a flash flood warning in effect. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see that on the front page. So now you can see it flashing here, right? I'll kind of mark it with my pen here too. Flash flood warning. This storm has just continued to back build. See, when it comes through, it continues to build here and then build here again. That's what we, this kind of staying stationary, if you will. Gotten some rainfall estimates. Let me see here. I just saw that pop across. So this is parts of Eagleville. Getting some reports where the storm has just really been dumping rain for a long period of time. There it is, flash flood warning information. Radar estimates up to 3 inches of rain has fallen there in the past hour. See if I can bring that up here. Yeah. We can read it together. Southern Rutherford County, southeastern Williamson. This is in effect until 11 p.m. And this is where I was mentioning radar estimates of up to 3 inches of rain has fallen in the past hour here, causing some flooding in those areas. So this is really kind of from maybe downtown to the south, because this is going to continue to train in this area. And what we mean by training it, this looks like train and the cars pulling behind it. Just rain continues to fall. Don't think I have precipitation. Here are storm totals on radar, and you can see the hot spots here. Yeah, there's 4 inches of rain to almost 3 inches of rain. So anywhere in that, anywhere from the burnt orange to the darker orange, that's 3 and maybe even up to 4 inches of rain. And part of the reason, if you look, this area of this warning box has not received as much rain, but this area has, right? Well, the reason it was also continued downstream is if we look back at radar, we see what's going to continue to come, right? It's just going to continue to march in this area. So something new here, flash flood warning in effect for another 2 hours or so. And this is for south central Rutherford County. Go ahead and put the radar back in motion for you. And again, we're going to continue to watch these storms up in southern Kentucky. Can definitely see the bowing structure of that as it gets closer. Will it have enough steam? Will there be enough juice left? We'll just have to wait and see. But we are definitely continuing to follow that here on the Rutherford Weather Channel. So hang with us on this stormy Tuesday night. Wanted to pop back in and let you know what I was taking a look at here. For those who just have the channel up and going, this is the storm total precipitation, and we are seeing some really, really high numbers. There's Rockville High School, and right on Highway 99, that's coming in almost 5 inches in that area. There's 5.5. Now, these are radar estimates. That doesn't mean that that's exactly the amount. Here's 4.5. So in the darker colors, the darker the color, the more rain, but still 3.5 inches or so in these lighter orange colors. So we're talking about in this area that I'm kind of circling anywhere from 3 to 4, maybe even 5 inches of rain. Rockvale, Pleasant Hill, Windrow, Rockvale, mentioned Rockvale. There's the high school there. Overall, so really between Eagleville and, say, the overall Blackman-Salem area, just to the northwest and the southeast of there is where we've seen the heaviest rain. That flashing green box, by the way, is the flash flood warning that is in effect until 11 o'clock. So I just wanted to kind of explain what I was looking at there. Rain continues to fall in those locations. Still looking up further north, there's a strong storm up in Clarksville. We still have to get that part of this whole deal through here as well. So we'll hang in here, keep the radar going and the live stream going here on Rutherford Weather, and hopefully we'll get these storms out of here so we can get to bed, right? So hang in here with Rutherford Weather this evening. All right, Rutherford weather fans, we are still at it here, and just got notification of a severe thunderstorm warning for the storms that we've been watching to the northwest, across through Bowling Green, now through Clarksville, and the warning has been extended into Davidson and Williamson County, so it is on the way. And this storm is carrying with it a considerable damage threat. That's a considerable tag on this. Okay, so for those of you watching, right there, you see where it says considerable? I marked over it, didn't I? Considerable. That was very bad. I watched it from a different screen. There we go. Considerable tag, 70 mile per hour winds. This is definitely doing some damage as it comes through. This is not here, not right now, but I did put a storm track on it. It's moving at about 30 miles an hour. And I want you to watch right here. I'm going to give you some times of arrival, saying about 74 minutes to Laverne, Rocky Fork 78 minutes, Smyrna 80 minutes, Amilville 83, Jefferson Springs 85, Mona 89, Blackman hour and a half. Same for Eagleville and Leanna, Windrow, about that for Walter Hill, Rockvale, Versailles, and Murfreesboro in 100 minutes. It's doing this by minutes, and it continues to update. So this is what we have been talking about would be the third and final installment of severe weather. If everything holds together, we could see this here in the next hour and a half or so. Again, this is carrying a considerable threat, and what that means is winds of 70 miles per hour. Now, I know this is the Rutherford Weather Channel. I'm just trying to give you a heads up. I would kind of like to look at, maybe some of the wind products here to see what we can see. And again, this is pointing very high up into the air, but that's 60. It's showing 60 there. And so this is the big wind bag back there, okay, where we're seeing the winds. And this is making this whole complex here, making a march toward the southeast. So we definitely have to watch it. We still have lightning and storms going on here. I mean, it's just unrelenting. So watching that, that's 11:30 or so, maybe 12. We'll see if things hold together. But look at what is going on down here in our flash flood warning for another hour. The rain has just not cut off here in this green box. Now, maybe some of the northern extent of this green box, like right in here, maybe not so much. But in areas like Eagleville and Rockvale, there's the Rockvale School, finally cut off there a little bit. There's Champions Run Golf Course right there. Here's Christiana, Plainview. It has just been raining nonstop this evening. Let me throw up some of the storm precip totals. Gosh, look at this. Almost 6 inches of rain. This is radar estimated now. These darker colors, 5 inches. The lighter colors, about 4. So anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain. That is crazy. So this has been the hot spot right here for the very heavy rain. Here's Amilville, just south of Amilville along 840. Eagleville has kind of been spared from the worst of it. I'm just kind of doing a little marker here to show you. So if you live in any of these areas, here's Link, Versailles, Rockvale School, or the community center. There's Rockvale School right here. Downtown Rockvale. These very dark brown colors, those are 5 inches. Here's Plainview. Any of the darker or dark orange, amber colors. Amber is probably not the right word, but it's late, and we've done this for a while. But my point is, this is the area that has received very, very heavy rain this evening. We go back to our reflectivity, and yeah, see, it's still falling in Rockvale and Versailles, Cedar Grove, Pleasant Hill, Windrow. It's coming down in buckets. Not letting up. Actually, see this lightning? I mean, that's some pretty good stuff going on there in terms of just the heavy rain continuing. I did see a little storm report, some 1.5 inch hail. That's large. That's ping pong size hail. Let's see where that was reported. Rocky Glade Road, between 41A and Shoemaker Road and Rocky Glade Road, where Rocky Glade just kind of turns to the right there. Very heavy rain there, so we're going to stick with it here for a while. And again, this severe thunderstorm warning that includes parts of Williamson and Davidson counties. And you can see the storm motion. It's kind of riding down 24. So as it does that and continues this trek down Interstate 24, where does that take it? It takes it through Rutherford County, right? And right now, that storm is producing winds of up to 70 miles an hour. That's why it carries with it the damage threat considerable. Hope you can see that right there. It's in red, considerable tag on this severe thunderstorm warning. We don't see that very, very often. So we're definitely watching that storm. As you can see in our camera shot here from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, from Rutherford County EMA, the lightning continues. You probably see it here at your place. So we're in this for another couple of hours, all right? So just wanted to pop on, give you a little bit of an update, and we're definitely watching back to the west here. National Weather Service saying up to 75-mile-per-hour winds were reported with this storm earlier. So 60 to 70 not going to be out of the question here with this storm. We'll continue to follow, give you updates as they warrant here, okay? Stay with Rutherford Weather as we continue to follow the severe storms here on this 30th of July. Summertime storms really packing a punch here the last couple of days here for us. We'll continue our coverage. We're going to leave you with the radar and the live view outside. Stay in, stay safe. Keep checking back here with Rutherford Weather, okay? Back with you here on the Rutherford Weather Channel, continuing to watch storms train over our flash flood warning area south of town. Lightning still continues to be pretty heavy in the southeastern Rutherford County corner. And this severe thunderstorm warning is getting very, very close. In fact, it's kind of hard to make out the county line, but it does include the very smallest sliver just over the county line. Looks like this flash flood warning as well may be extended. Whoops. Flash flood warning here for Rutherford County may be extended as well. It's got another 38 minutes, but the National Weather Service talking about extending that. With the eastward motion of the severe storm, looks like crossing downtown Nashville here soon. And, of course, this is making a beeline down 24. So we can expect Rutherford County here probably in the next hour or so. Maybe I can try to track it out here a little bit. Let me see what they're saying the motion is for this. 30 miles an hour southeast. And this has that considerable tag still with it, 70 mile per hour winds. So let's do a little storm track here. Take it to the southeast. Going to take it through Rutherford County at 30 miles an hour and get you some times of arrival here Rutherford County wise. There's Laverne in 49 minutes. So after 11 o'clock, of course. There's Amaville, 57 minutes. Blackman, 64 minutes. Mona, 64 minutes. Leanna, 66 minutes if it holds together. Rockvale, 71. Versailles, 74. Murfreesboro, 74. Barfield, 77. Las Casas, 80 minutes. Christiana, 84. It certainly does look like this storm is going to hug I-24. Let me just kind of mark that out here in white. This is a rough, very squiggly line, right? But that's I-24. And this is our problem. Okay. So we're definitely watching that. And that is for the flash flood warning continuance. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that in the background. I've noticed that on some of the live stream, my microphone doesn't catch some of the background noises that we have going on here, which is okay. But this new warning, this new warning is going to go into effect. Lasting another 2.5 hours, this flash flood warning for southern Rutherford County. 2 to 3.5 inches of rain has fallen, and frankly, that may be on the lighter side of things with some of the radar estimates, and sometimes those are very much overdone, okay? So let's understand that. But we can see the hot spots right here in Rockvale down to Versailles. And those darker brown areas, that's showing 5-6 inches. Not out of the question, but again, maybe overdone here, but it has been raining all evening here in the southeastern corner of Rutherford County. Rockvale, Link, Versailles, Windrow, even down toward Christiana. We've seen, maybe on the lower end of that 2 to 3.5 inches. That's from the National Weather Service, and they have better knowledge on all of this, of course. But this is just what the radar is showing are the estimates. So you can see the hot spots, even down toward Fosterville and Midland. And we need to show you guys some love, obviously. But, I mean, that's picking up on some very heavy rainfall. Christiana, down toward Steeplechase Meadows, Stones River Slab, just, Plainview, right in the Plainview area where the school is located. So that's the flash flood warning, and that has been extended. And you can see that it now encompasses parts of Bedford counties here as well. So if you've got friends down in that neck of the woods. So very heavy rain continuing to fall there, and honestly keeps building. What we're watching for possible severe weather is up in Nashville, approaching the downtown area in the Cockrell Bend neck of the woods, if you know where that's at. This storm is kind of bowing out and has reports of up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. We are seeing maybe a little weakening with this. We hope so. We don't need any more wind problems here. But it's going to be after 11, between 11 and 11:30 when we kind of get in on this action. Okay. This warning that's flashing here, let me just put a check mark here so you can see where I'm talking about. In that area, that is very near and maybe includes just a very small sliver of Rutherford County. Don't get worried about that, where that polygon is. Just know that what's in Nashville is headed down 24. Okay. So we're going to be watching that. We'll keep the radar up. We'll keep the live stream going. We'll watch this come through, and then a big sigh of relief for us. All right. Still keeping our eye on the southeastern corner of the county here, where that flood warning continues. Lots and lots of heavy rain there. Man alive, have they seen the rain. Going to put a circle around Rutherford County so we can see what we're talking about. And I'll put the radar in motion, and we will, of course, pop back in. Hang in with the Rutherford Weather Channel as we continue to follow these summertime severe storms, and we'll continue to watch it for you. Flash flood warning in the flashing green. That's the area that we're really concerned about, seeing 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches or more of rainfall here in this area. All right, back with more updates as they warrant here from the Rutherford Weather Channel. Hang in there with us. Hey there, Rutherford weather. We have got now a special weather statement. So let's take a look. The storms that were up in Ashland City, which is, let's see, here in this area, when they were pushing through there, 70-mile-per-hour winds. The winds did decrease as it came through Nashville, and the winds are decreasing even further. And the National Weather Service saying the Nashville storm, which is what they're talking about right here, okay, which is what we've been watching. National Weather Service meteorologist Sam Schamberger saying that the Nashville storm continues to generally weaken. They're going to keep the warning in Nashville for now, but the winds for the most part are subsevere, and the Nashville storm is dying a quick death, he says, as the winds are concerned based on current trends. So they're going to let the warning expire at the top of the hour, and they have issued a special weather statement for us here in Rutherford County. This is some good news. Now, that doesn't mean we won't get by without any stormage. Wind gust up to 40 miles per hour is the hazard, right? Could knock down some tree limbs and blow around some things. Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne, Walter Hill, Eagleville. So this is for Rutherford County. Special weather statement for Rutherford County. And that's what this blue box indicates here. So just to give us an idea, we're talking about Laverne, Smyrna, really to a point to downtown Murfreesboro, including parts just north of Eagleville. It's really taking it down Highway 99, isn't it? So that's kind of our special weather statement area. This is for the next 36 minutes. Storm's not here yet. It will be. And let's see how fast it's moving here. Should have looked at that while we have the chance. It's moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. So we'll get you a storm track on it. By the way, the rain is finally dying down here in southeast Rutherford County. I'll get back to this in a second, but this is the area where the flash flood warning has been in effect throughout the evening. So anywhere from Eagleville to Rockvale, overall, Blackman, especially down here toward Christiana, seen a lot of rain. We'll look at that in a second. But let's track this storm and see what its motion is going to look like here for us. We're going to carry it to the southeast. We'll carry it through the county at 30. Give you some likely times of arrival. Rocky Fork in 14 minutes. Amaville in 18 minutes. Laverne in 20 minutes. Same for Smyrna. And rolling on down, Blackman in 25 minutes. Florence, 27. Jefferson Springs, 28. Eagleville in 30 minutes, along with Leanna. Rockvale in about a half an hour. Walter Hill, 40 minutes. Compton, 42. Crescent, 40. Christiana, 45. Lascassas, 46. So just some of the times of arrival for what is now considered a strong storm, not a severe thunderstorm, but a strong storm. Storm Prediction Center has put out some information. Middle Tennessee, not really a whole lot of news there with that. Our storms, or this storm is going to move into a more stable air mass. That's the issue this storm is having. Had we not had the earlier stormage, this could have been a really big windbag moving in. So let me just give kind of an idea. From Murfreesboro to Ashland City, 43 miles. And by the time it hit the 25-mile mark or so, the winds kept coming down, and the storm is now about 15 miles from Murfreesboro. And the issue this storm is having is it's running into an air mass that has seen storms. Now, Laverne and Smyrna, maybe not so much so, but once you get into really from Florence down into Murfreesboro and, of course, all that southeastern corner that's had rain all night long, you're going to get more. But the atmosphere has been really raked over here. Told you we would talk about some of the storm totals here while we had a second before we take another little brief break and just wait for this storm to come through. Here are some of the storm totals, and the darker and really bright colors that you see, that's where we've seen so much rain. So just for perspective, downtown Murfreesboro here. Here's Rockvale, Eagleville. It's been really east of Eagleville, really between, well, overall and east of Eagleville, if you will. And all points to the south and east. So what are some of these totals telling us? Well, these are radar estimates, and so don't expect this to be exactly what's in the rain gauge, but some of these brighter whites, that's showing over 7 inches. So really, right there in downtown Rockvale, so much rain. Windrow Road east, or Old Jackson Ridge Road north, Windrow Road south, Old Jackson Ridge Road. Some of the higher totals in this. Concord, Versailles, down to Link. I mean, I know we need the rain, but this is way too much at all one time. There's Rockvale High School in one of those darker colors. And can't forget our folks down in Christiana. Seen some very heavy rain. Probably the Christiana Fosterville Road slab. Maybe a no-go this evening. Short Creek Road slab. Lots of rain down there. Fosterville, Midland, Plainview. There's Link. So just look at those totals. My goodness. And the flash flood warning, by the way, continues for another hour and a half here in this area that is flashing green, if you will. I hope you can kind of make that out, but here's the whoops. It's hard to do this with the old mouse, by the way. I'm sure there's a method to it, but there's the warning box, kinda close. And that's where we have seen some of the higher rain totals. Goodness. Let's turn off the faucet for a while, shall we? Well, when we turn off the faucet, it's going to get really hot the next few days. Just kind of keeping an eye on the National Weather Service chat, and things look to be sailing along okay. You've seen the live view here from atop the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. It's the Sheriff's Office. The camera's on the Sheriff's Office. It is put there by Rutherford County EMA. And the lightning continues. You'll see flashes every now and then on the live shot there. That is live as we are live, this camera. And the complex that's moving through Franklin and Nolensville will soon be pushing in toward Eagleville. That's what we're watching. Let me put the radar in motion and you'll see. I can back it up even a few more frames. Let's go 30 frames here and just show you this storm as it was coming through. This is Ashland City and Cheatham County. When it was coming through there, 70-mile-per-hour winds. The winds went down as it kept coming through into Nashville, and you can see, look at the bowing structure here and kind of flattening out as it moves south, moving into more stable air, which thankfully we had storms earlier. Well, I say thankfully, still causing a lot of rain and problems down in the southeastern, really the very southern part of the county. But in terms of this being a wind problem, not going to be as much of a wind problem, which is okay by me. Gotta take this back to 14 frames just so it's not running such a long loop. All right, we're going to watch this march through the county, and we'll continue to keep the live stream going here as long as we think that it's necessary. But it's a special weather statement. So if you live in any of the areas in this blue polygon, this light blue polygon, these are the areas that are going to experience maybe 40-mile-per-hour winds. That's enough to bring down some tree limbs and things of that nature. So that's why we're kind of continuing here, pushing into, well, it's in Laverne on the doorstep of Smyrna. And it'll be here before we know it through the rest of the county. So the northern, very northern portion of the county experiencing this strong storm right now, and it will continue to push through. We'll watch it. If things pulse up, we'll break back in and see what's going on here. But here is, I'm going to circle Rutherford County. And we're going to hang in here with you until this thing gets on through the county here on Rutherford Weather. Just wanted to pop in to share that we're probably going to go ahead and end our continuous stream, which has been going for almost 4 hours, as the storms that are moving in are subsevere. There's no special weather statement with the storms that are coming in. We still have the flash flood warning that continues, and more rain will come in on top of that, but this is moving a little faster, so that 4 to 6 inches of rain may add another quarter of an inch or so, maybe even an inch or so to that area that's already seen a lot of rainfall. But the special weather statement has concluded as well. So just a general evening thunderstorm. Thankfully, this thing has kind of died down just a little bit. I know you're hearing thunder and maybe seeing the lightning here at 11:30 p.m., but I do think that our storm that's coming in now is going to run into some much more stable air, which means, we've got maybe a quieter evening once this actually comes on through. So after almost 4 hours, we will kind of sign off here and wish you a good evening. Thanks for trusting Rutherford Weather. If you've enjoyed the coverage that you've had, popping in and out here of the live stream so you can see the radar and hear what we have to say. We've got, of course, any storm warnings we have. We have our weatherology special, severe weather specialist, meteorologist join us on this. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and follow RutherfordWX.com. It's time to bid you adieu and enjoy this thunderstorm sound as you go to sleep. I think we're going to be in good shape here. Do watch out for those high water areas that have seen all of the rainfall in the southern end of Rutherford County. Stay off the roads if you can in that neck of the woods this evening. All right. Hopefully this is the last long live stream like this for a bit. Once again, thank you so much for being a part. Spread the word about Rutherford weather. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll see you on Rutherford Weather.